Художника освободил.
Да, конечно.
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the cover.
Keep your distance, darling. Easy.
Это нам нафиг не нужно.
Don't mind if I do. Watch the shadows. A trap.
В Лагове Зентарим можно всех уничтожить, они все равно не влияют на сюжет.
Нет, тут что-то невкусно.
The hells was that? We better not get buried down here.
Да давай, вскрывай. Ну и стоило.
Fungal spores. Is a little blood mist too much to ask for?
Да нафига тебе сундук, дурак?
Coming. That voice. Do you hear it too? They're coming. They're coming. No, listen. A mic in it. It's warning us. They're coming. You're coming.
Где камень? Где сундук? Нафига ты его поднял, дурачок? Прыгать на грибы, значит. Это недопустимая цель. На грибы не прыгается. Тут надо так аккуратно всем четверым скатиться, подорваться. Как бы это сделать-то?
Neither seen nor heard. Trout, how considerate.
И вон там еще где-то была, которую он нахрен не заметил. Может быть, он сейчас отсюда сможет до него добраться. Только что толку-то? Он в одного-то... Если только будет удар такой мощный. Ну что ты там встал? Сюда иди.
Гоблинов можно валить, главное не трогать главарей.
Ну и зачем их валить-то? Ради чего? Чтобы спасти этих рогатых товарищей? У меня нет такого желания. Прыгать как? Все равно побежит. Прыгай в траву, ты говорил.
Экспа.
Экспа. Я, если честно, даже не представляю, каким образом... Нет, я знаю, как можно спровоцировать бой, но тогда они всем лагерем на меня нападут. Нет, спасибо. Я там с 4 дрался, я как-то приустал. А чё он прыгать-то не может? Что с ним случилось? Из-за невидимости, что ли? Я думаю, надо остальных тоже сюда спускать. Чё они там стоят?
Alright, time to skulk about. Have to keep going. We're a long way from Waterdeep. We're all low. A trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Find steps.
Really? Now?
Надеюсь, там их только 2. А нет, там еще впереди, по-моему, была.
Расставляешь бочки с порохом, и гоблины выносятся быстро.
Они в бой вступили. Вот ты молодец, конечно, придумал. Ну, допустим. Это кто вообще, за кого играет? За Астариона же. А какую он помеху имеет? Нет у меня никакой помехи. Ну и нафига тут он остался? А Лейзель вообще где?
Time to strike.
Ну хоть внизу. Окей. Гейлом.
Destroyer.
даже не знаю, Гейлом. Давай кислотой его начнем. Надо какую-нибудь приличную взять. Или ядом там покрыть. Сейчас только бутылки можно. Ладно. Надеюсь, тут бомбы нету, а бомба, по-моему, есть. Ну да будет так. Не хватает. Чего у тебя вообще хватает-то, блин? Только зря потратил. Ладно. Это мне не надо. Стой тут. Пускай он сюда бежит. Какие мне заклинания? Длительное, дальнее, быстрое. Какой мощный мужик. Что-то и стрелы-то такие себе. Кислотные вот если только шандарахнуть.
Taking position.
Хватает. Стрелы, кстати, лазель надо тоже немного отдать. Так, кто дальше-то у нас? Что, не достает? Не достает. Бега! Вот это он дает. Поджопник тебе. Гейл бы, наверное, сдох уже. Чем бы его таким мочкануть-то? Метал Раша работает? Работает. С вероятностью 60%.
The only way out is through.
Вот, и на моей памяти там до самого города сейчас никаких более сложных чертей не будет. Будут только всякие ловушки и прочие вещи. Там до города дойду, и там, собственно, уже будет тогда лагерь и завершение. Ну, не прямо совсем. Ну, такое завершение небольшое. Воу-воу-воу. А кому бы это дать? А я это дам Лейзель. Нет? Нет. Гейлу дам. Гейл.
Which way to the nearest library?
All right. What now?
А где еще один трупешник? А вон он.
No traps, please.
И, кстати, он не помеченный черепком. Что поражает, конечно.
Might be useful. Anything of use?
Ну, пойдемте дальше.
Subtle steps. I wonder. Into my pocket.
Тут главное вниз не спускаться, насколько я помню.
Broken bones. Must have fallen.
Да, и вот эти вот поганки можно подстрелять, кстати, отсюда сейчас мощно так. Лучше, наверное, отсюда. Хотя здесь тоже надо аккуратно, по-моему, здесь какие-то ловушки были.
Tim asks, known to cause confusion, best not get too close. Something over there.
Да, вот это надо было взрывать. Ну и вот к тем чертям я тоже не подходил. Мимо прошел, по-моему. Или подходил. Нет, как раз к ним подходил, и там уже вход в этот грибной город.
Delightful.
Ну не надо тебе это. Все тут нормально. Ну а до того я уже не дотянулся. Вроде так все сбивал. Так.
At least things have stayed interesting. Very well.
А. Да, спускаться-то вот тут. Да, все нормально. Наверное. А, да. Тут еще...
Watch my step, rather lunch.
Тут еще черт этот. Но я в прошлый раз с ним не бился, и поэтому насколько он сложный, мне неизвестно.
Timask and Torchstalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other. Bet that will fit in my pack.
Ну вот каким образом они здесь оказались? А, нет, я к ним не стал ходить. Нет, я пошел дальше туда, да.
Something good here,
По-моему.
I hope.
Blackets will be done.
Seek and you shall find me.
Let's move.
Assume nothing.
Lovely little pig we have. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Ну и Зель пускай собирает это все.
Eager for battle. Fresh corpses. Dwagar and Myconid. There was a battle here. Worth examining. Proceeding. Found and taken. Old camp. Abandoned from the looks of it.
По кровавому следу идти или куда? Если честно, я уж не помню. По крайней мере, тут грибы есть. Меч, меч, меч. Ну, неплохо. Попробую Астарину предложить. Куда только? Ну и явно, наверное, не сюда. Тут какой-то выход из деревни. Что там? Что там случилось?
Looks like an ambush.
Амбуш? Что-то про засаду было? Я иду в засаду? Интересненько.
What? Gek! Got someone sneaking up on us!
Наверное, я все-таки к грибам тогда ходил.
What's this? Got ourselves an infiltrator. You move pretty quietly. Not quietly enough for my liking, though. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you before something hungry comes along.
His gnarled fist grips an axe.
Хо-хо-хо.
I suppose the sound of me cracking your nut would carry down here. But spoil my hunt, and you're dead. Share? You really are in the wrong place, son scum. Try this for useful. Falling down a deep, dark hole is the kindest death you'll find in the Underdark. Told you, hunting. Slave ran away, took Sergeant Thrin's boots. Gotta kill the slave and fetch back the leather. Or the bosses in Moonrise will have Thrin's hide. Sergeant told me to. Besides, we're talking about a slave.
Это он там так высоко стоит, да? И смотрит куда-то вперед. Я понял.
Help? You don't even know what you'd be up against. Slave's got herself some protection. Hiding up there in a myconid circle. Can't get past those rot flowers. They get in your head, make you see things. Half my squad jumped off a cliff, laughing. I'll wait here. She'll make a run for it eventually. Then I'll get her. You're either brave or stupid to be worried about your purse in these parts. Get those boots. Then we can talk rewards. Maybe you'll even be allowed into the Absolute's ranks. Deep gnome slave. They all look the same. But this one's got fancy boots. She's with the rest of our expedition across the lake. Special mission for the Absolute.
Ну, короче, поговорили. Мне сейчас надо вернуться к этим микоидам. И там мы на сегодня закончим. Ерунда.
Just so.
Сказочка какая-то. Возьму. Ой, Anyway, туда я не хочу идти. Там какая-то дичь. Вернусь тем же путем, где и шел.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Can't slow down.
Was swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, he has come. He is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Always room for more.
If the Gith are looking for that artifact, then we may have something valuable on our hands. And it's a powerful weapon to boot. Things are starting to look very interesting.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Rebel bark could sustain an entire village if seeded properly.
I should speak up.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi. Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep? Then you've come to the right place. The hybridization among fungi in this circle is truly unique. The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality. Yes, but it has abundant natural resources. Spores, water orbs, Trillimac. I've studied them for years.
There is rare magic in the Underdark too. Fairsres. It radiates from the earth, warping, teleportation, and divination magic.
This is not a wasteland. It is a glorious ecosystem. Every civilization here could thrive without conflict. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Ну, это точно продавать не буду. Так, ладно, сейчас все продам. Дела мало. А, вот еще 2 крыла нашел. А ты что, без сапог ходишь? Почему так случилось? Это вообще что такое-то? Попробую это мне всучить. Ну, наверное, вот так. Это что такое? Кинжал +1.
Very well. I have mushrooms to catalog.
Так. Пошел.
No traps, please.
Ripple bark could sustain an entire village if seeded properly.
Бичара тут что-то делает.
Where are you? Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name. Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick. Right, never mind. Please, I know better than to promise coin to a stranger. He'll find his own way out, or he won't. I'll wait a little longer. What a bleeding waste it'd be to come all the way down here for nothing.
Что там у тебя есть на продажу?
Well?
Воу, лечащая повязка. Кому-нибудь точно надо? Например, тебя нет? Ну, остальное как-то так. Цеп. Взять цеп для Шэдоухарт. Но у него, по-моему, дубина какая-то нехилая есть. А сколько это стоит? То есть 300? Недостаточно золота. Что-то такое продать ненужное. Все еще недостаточно. Да, блин. Ну, больше нечего продавать. Ладно, я сейчас все равно в лагерь пойду, потом вернусь, если что.
Don't touch me.
Ну и где у него тут какие? А, вот появились.
Might be enough to cover rent.
Вот как бы тут, блядь, отсортировать? Никак?
Where are you?
Тут, видимо, по надобности ручками надо переставлять. А даже не переставишь. Вот что за дичь? Как это вообще? Вот это что? Почему так? Ладно, не будем время терять.
Never a dull moment. With haste.
Клыкастый ужас. Такой, наверное, убить может. Вспомнить бы, где находится этот черт, чтобы побыстрее к нему дойти. Летит. Кто-то там. Тут? А его, может быть, вообще тут не быть. Я в прошлый раз это играл другим. Ладно. Тогда вот на берегу этого прекрасного мы и остановимся. Идем в лагерь. Так, тут Гейл, тут Уиллом.
Good time for a chat.
The Gift Knight is as merciless as the dragon he rides. that we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. I suppose the acorn didn't fall far from the tree. The sins of the father live with the son, eh? But I gained his virtues too. Courage, insight, a just heart, a strategic mind. I like to think I did anyway. I'll have to let you be the judge. Make some room and I'm all yours.
Contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake. You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more Lithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. If you got a little boost from the tadpole, who am I to begrudge you? In fact, got any going spare? You know, I think I would. Bit surprising, but I'm starting to see the silver lining of this whole parasite situation. I'll hold you to that. Now, are we done here?
Так, и еще хочу с Шэдоухарт. Вот еще с этим тоже потрындеть можно.
Yes, my friend? Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of
мы уже говорили на эту тему.
A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. You're either an excellent storyteller, or you've experienced something quite exceptional. Tell me, have you noticed any residual psionic malaise since the alleged encounter? Curious. Illithids, their technical name, form a hive mind. One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers unless...
Да, мы уже говорили на эту тему.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
А вот на такую тему мы тогда не стали говорить, потому что я решил скрывать от него.
It seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it. I only know what I know. I was ordered to retrieve it, and that's what I intend to do. The rest is immaterial to me. I'm not sure what else I can say, at least until I can remember more. She taught me, trained me, punished me. Often, I think I feel her influence when the wound pains me. Not even memories, just glimpses, impressions. Perhaps the wound is her doing, something Lady Shah bid her to do. I don't know. Fine. What's on your mind? Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you. I think I'm a different person, owing to you.
Ну и, собственно, на всякий пожарный.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. Not him, no. A gang of thugs attacked me, angry about a ruling that I'd handed down as magistrate. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. I will. But I won't take it for granted. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Ну и все. А где маги-шмаги? Может, Гейл еще что-нибудь скажет? Еще не сохший тоже торчит.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Ничего он мне не скажет. Давай на ночь.
What's on your mind?
Да, собственно, ничего.
There you are, my friend.
Нажрался, скотина.
I have drunk, not alcohol, of course. A bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his. I mean, I think he was a bear. Big head, 4 legs, hair that gets stuck in your teeth. Whatever it was, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You're comparing plonk to vintage wine. You can make merry with either. They're not the same. But Cazador fed me rats and bugs. And when you're used to drinking from a sewer, even plonk is a marked improvement. I existed. That was enough for him. He reveled in having power over me. Because those with power can do whatever the hell they want. Well, yes. You can't look at the world and tell me I'm wrong. Oh, I hope so. A little corruption sounds fun. I spent centuries as the victim of a corrupt man. It was the mind flayers that plucked me away from that. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
Ух. Ну, надеюсь, сейчас этой ночью ко мне придет Шэдоухарт, а может быть и не придет.
Speak quickly.
Да ничего. Я думал, ты мне что-то скажешь. Все, ложимся спать.
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course. You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. I can respect that sort of loyalty. It's not all that removed from what was instilled in me. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Хо-хо-хо. Это я умею.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What?
Ну на самом деле у меня тоже в башке такие мысли крутятся в такие моменты. Но я чаще всего себя сдерживаю.
I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
Провалил проницательность.
Oh, yes. I suppose we'll have to. We should head back.